Right in the beginning, I was underwhelmed with these shoes. You know what? Underwhelming is an underwhelming term. I was disappointed with these shoes. I thought that they were like dry, firm, but there was full stick. That, however, changed once I made one simple adjustment. My most excellent people, thank you for joining me on this episode and welcome to my channel if you are new. I hope you stick around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you are notified every time I drop a video. I've been riding with these shoes for roughly about 6 months now, so this is going to be my longish term review. 4 criteria on this review: it's price, comfort, durability, and lastly, its function. Head on over to the link that's going to pop on the screen just about now. With that one there, you can watch the unboxing and you can see more of the features of the shoe. Let's first get into price. These currently cost $100 US. It's fucking expensive, but you know what? What in cycling isn't expensive nowadays? It's like the company's just going dry, right? But hey, you know what? We bought into this sport and we've got to now deal with the consequences of that. I'm sure there are a few alternative offerings that are cheaper than these shoes. $100 and up seems to be the going rate for premium flat pedal shoes. Second is going to comfort. When I first put these shoes on, I thought, holy shit, these things are amazing. When my foot slipped in there, it was like surrounded by padding, and the padding is so comfortable. Whoa, it's like covering them with pillows. These are far superior in comfort to the shoes I had before. What I mean by that is that the level of cushioning around the foot just under the ankle is a lot better on these shoes. Hugs your foot really well there. When you're walking with these shoes, in the beginning they felt really stiff on the soles, but over time they got a little bit more flexier. Not too flexy though, so they are still quite rigid, but there's just enough flex to walk around comfortably in these shoes now after I've broken them in. On hot days, these shoes do breathe. They do breathe enough to keep my feet okay. I never had any severe sweat on my feet. It's not the coolest shoe, so I'd say there's an average amount of breathability. I was really taken back by the water resistance of these shoes. I was crossing a river and I dunked my foot in the river. I was expecting to have wet feet for the whole ride, but these weren't. These were just maybe a little bit moist on the inside. By the next day, these were 100% bone dry. So these dry pretty fast as well, which is fantastic because it offers a level of water resistance which is great in those rainy or drizzly days. There's breathability and there's water resistance, so it's a great in-between shoe. These offered a decent amount of protection to rocks that flung up and were supposed to hit my toes. I wasn't feeling any vibrations out in the trail under the sole, so there is a very good amount of vibration dampening in the sole. Huge shout out to my Patreons, you guys are amazing. Head on over to my Patreon account, check it out if you like it and you like all the content that's on there. Take out a subscription for a couple of bucks. You'll really be helping the channel out. You can also help out by sharing this video with your friends, hitting that like button and leaving a comment in the comment section below. There should be a significant amount of wear on these shoes because I ride a ton. I've trail built for weeks in these shoes and I've ridden bikes. There is a bit of wear now on the soles from the pins of the flat pedals, but that is great because that is what breaking the shoes in is all about. It's about creating those lines on the sole of the shoe so that your pins can dig in there. Now that they're broken in, I know exactly where my feet must be while on the pedal. So far so good with the durability of these shoes. They still look really good. They're still in great shape. Now getting to the function of these shoes. You can use these for urban riding all the way through to downhill. I would ride these on a downhill track, no problem. Or in a bike park, no problem. So these shoes can cover a wide range of riding disciplines if you are looking for a flat pedal shoe that you can do basically anything with. They have got a very stiff sole, and right from the get-go they've been stiff. They are still pretty stiff now after even being broken in. What's great about the stiff sole is that while you're pedaling, it disperses the energy from your legs and your feet to a larger area. If you suffer from cramps, this also reduces the chance of getting cramps, keeping your foot nice and even and level and planted. So it feels like I'm transferring more power to the pedals. While you're walking, these shoes are like cloud-like. It feels like you're walking on clouds. They're very comfortable, very soft. If it wasn't for the rigidity of the sole, these shoes would be great, just all-round walking shoes. That being said, hiking with these shoes wasn't a problem. I hiked up mountains with these shoes. I did a whole lot of trail building with these shoes, and it was comfortable to wear. And it absorbs energy very well. Whether the D3O that is featured inside the inner sole works or not, that's debatable. My feet have got quite high arches. I've removed the D3O inners and replaced them with arch support inner soles. And I don't feel much of a difference between having the arch support inner soles and these D3O inner soles. So whether it is legit or not, I don't feel the difference. Like I said right in the beginning, I fucking hated these shoes right from the first ride because I just felt there wasn't that much stick on them. They weren't gripping the pedals well. It was like the rubber sucked or something was just not right. I thought maybe they need to be broken in and grooves need to be created on the outer sole so that the flat pedals sit in place and hold me in place better. But once they were broken in, I still sat with the problem of like, these things aren't gripping as much. What's going on here? And then I figured out, you know what? It's the tread that's holding me in place and not the rubber. Tread underneath these shoes seems to be deeper than what my previous shoes were. So the pins on the pedals aren't making proper contact to the entire area of the sole, which they should. So I went to the hardware store, bought some longer pins, 2 millimeters longer, and it was a game changer. Suddenly these things grip like on the blanket. I was surprised by the quality of the shoe. They feel really solid and they've held up really well so far. What I mean by that is nothing's fallen apart yet. So I guess $100 is okay for the quality of shoe that you're getting. These have now become my favorite shoe because I've got a ton of stick now, far superior in comfort than what my 510s were. The soles are nice and firm, so I get a good distribution of power over the pedals without any cramping. They've got okay ventilation. There's a little bit of protection there, and there's some great water resistance in these shoes. What riding shoes are you currently riding with, and how are you enjoying them? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you like my channel, smash that like button. Thanks for hooking up with me today. I'll catch you on the next episode.